Have you ever wondered how Harvard students dominate their classes without studying hard? You don't need to be a genius to study like them. I've uncovered the techniques top students use, and I'm about to share them all with you. Let's start with something surprising. The most successful students don't just review information, they teach it. When you simply read or listen, your brain stays in passive mode. But the moment you try teaching what you've learned, your brain shifts into high gear, organizing information in ways that truly stick. I call this the stuffed animal technique. After studying, pick up a teddy bear, your pet, or even talk to an empty chair, and explain the concept like you're the teacher. If you can't explain it smoothly, that's not failure. That's your brain highlighting exactly what you need to review. Duke, one of my followers, used this technique before his science test and jumped from failing student to a topper. The reason is simple. Teaching forces your brain to transform and clear understanding into crystal clear knowledge. Now, let's tackle the biggest study mistake I see everywhere: marathon study sessions. Your brain isn't designed for that 3-hour hard work, which leaves you staring blankly at your textbook. Your mind craves strategic sprints of focus. This is where the magic 25-minute formula comes in, a technique Harvard students use. Set a timer for just 25 minutes, and during that time, focus like a laser beam. No phone, no social media notifications, nothing but the material in front of you. When the timer rings, take a 5-minute break to stretch, grab water, or simply stare out the window. After completing 4 rounds, reward yourself with a longer 30-minute break to fully recharge. It works like magic because your brain knows relief is coming soon, creating just enough pressure to maintain peak focus. I used to struggle studying for more than an hour, constantly fighting distractions. Now with this technique, I can study effectively for 3 hours and still feel mentally fresh. The secret isn't willpower, it's working with your brain's natural rhythm. Most students go wrong. They confuse understanding with. They read the same notes over and over, nodding along, thinking that they're just recognizing the information. Top students do something completely different. They use active recall, the heavyweight champion of study techniques. Instead of rereading, they close their books and force their brains to retrieve information from memory. After reading a section, close your book and ask yourself, what were the 3 main points I just learned? Or how would I explain this to someone who's never heard of it before? It feels harder than passive rereading, and that's exactly why it works. It's like the difference between watching someone lifting weights and lifting them yourself. Only one of these activities builds muscle. A student messaged me last semester saying this technique alone doubled what she remembered for tests. The science backs this up completely. Information you actively recall is far more likely to stick when test day arrives. Now let's end one of the most common study habits that destroy your success: cramming the night before tests. Imagine it's midnight before your exam, your desk is messed up with energy drinks, and you're planning to push through until dawn. Harvard students never do this. Instead, they leverage the spacing effect, the scientific way to hack your memory for long-term retention. The secret is reviewing material multiple times with strategic breaks, which creates memories that last longer. Instead of studying one topic for 4 hours straight, study it for 30 minutes, then revisit it 1 day later, then 3 days later, then a week later. This might sound more complicated, but it's easy. Your brain strengthens those neural connections during the breaks. Even the most brilliant Harvard students can't focus when they're running on empty. Your brain consumes 20% of your body's energy despite being just 1% of your weight. It's like a high-performance sports car. Premium fuel makes all the difference. Sleep isn't just nice to have, it's when your brain mixes everything you learned during the day, moving information from short-term to long-term memory. Studies show that students who sleep 8 hours remember 25% more than those who only get 6 hours. Hydration matters too. Even dehydration can reduce cognitive performance by 15%. Fuel your study sessions with brain-boosting foods like blueberries, nuts, and dark chocolate rather than sugar bombs that cause energy crashes. And don't forget movement breaks. Just 5 minutes of walking every hour increases blood flow to your brain, improving focus and creativity. What makes these techniques so powerful is that none of these requires extraordinary intelligence. It's just smart approaches anyone can implement. These aren't just study tips. They're the actual methods that separate top performers from everyone else. If this approach helps you, hit that subscribe button for more science-based study strategies coming every week.